Hello! Continuing my downfall into becoming a Let's Player, I had the sudden desire to play this, which is another one of my favorite little games. The title will appear, yes, behold, Void Bastards. Remember how I said that I would never, ever shoot people in a video game? We don't shoot people in this video game. You play as a people. You are shooting... see, they're no longer people. They, like the crows, have been genetically modified. I don't know why I'm continuing with this bit. It's very stupid, but I get a strange enjoyment out of it. Anyway, here we go. We're continuing. I'm not starting off from the beginning, because we're doing something very different here. So if you've never played this game before and you have no idea what's going on, this is not really the video for you, because this isn't going to give you an idea of what this game is about, because that's not what I feel like doing. What I feel like doing is, see, here's the thing. These are all things that you have to unlock over the course of the game. And this button here is how I win the game. So I'm kind of like at that point in the game where it saves right before you click the thing that will let you finish the game. But like, you know how with some games when you do that, it's not like they save it after you've completed the game and say, good job, start a new save. They just let you keep the old save right before you beat it. So you can just keep running around with all of your equipment and stuff. So that's what I've been doing, and I've decided, because I just have a fun time with all of these wonderful tools that I have unlocked, all of these options. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all of the parts. I want to fill this whole thing up with parts. So I've set myself new win conditions, and the rules are... So I'm going to my star map here. So I'm this little guy, Steve, you are here, and I'm going through the Sargasso Nebula, which is this thing, and there's all of these ships that have been stranded by the pirates, as you can see right over here. And the rules I've set for myself is any ship that I decide to go to, I have to board it, and I also have to open every item container on that ship. If you have any familiarity with this game at all, you will understand that this is a very difficult challenge in some cases. If you don't know anything about this game, as I'm guessing most of you are in that camp, then you're like, I don't know what's going on. That's okay, because you know what? I'm gonna see if I can talk about philosophy or typology while I do this, because that's what will justify me doing this. Yeah. So, all right. That's your you know, that's your intro to what to the madness of what we're doing here. Now I need to decide here. I need to actually have a thinking moment here. See, the problem is because we're at the end game here, it's not showing me the parts that are available, because it's like, well, you already, you know, you don't need any more parts. You've already unlocked everything. And I'm like, yes, but I have new win conditions. So I can only really get the parts from paying for cargo things. Why am I explaining all of this? I don't know. I just feel compelled to. Anyway, I'm thinking, see, security is deactivated here. We'll treat it this way. You're along for the ride with me. You're along for the ride with me as, and I'm insisting on talking about typology and philosophy while shooting monsters and things. So I've got to teach you, that's how we'll do it. I've got to teach you about typology while we're in this crazy situation. I think that'll be fun, or it'll be extremely aggravating for me. So we're just going to go ahead and go here. Why not? Security, or we could go here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Boom. Here we go. Don't mind the rock music. That's just from the pirate to let you know there's a pirate over there. And we're going to go ahead and dock. Don't mind this. What do I want to bring? I want to bring the giant rocket launcher cannon. And I want to bring grenades. And I want to bring bouncer, because I don't want things to be too easy for me, you know. And the security is deactivated, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, great. So let's board the ship and begin our first lesson. So, the first things you should know, and man, my explanation for this is going to be, this is good for me, right? This is good for me because I've often struggled explaining typological concepts on the fly. And so this is like an extreme version of that. So this is very good for me. So thank you for coming with me on this journey. Oh, hello there. So sorry. I'm trying to trying to teach typology here. So you have the two. Hello. Cool. All right. So you have the two attitudes, and those are introversion and extroversion. Introversion is focusing on the subject, which I'll explain in a moment, and extroversion is focusing on the object, which I will also explain in a moment. Ow! Dang it, that didn't work. Grenade! Aha! Okay, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the subject... Actually, we'll start with the object. So, as I've always said, in psychology, if we're going to talk about psychology, then you need, just to simplify things, a subject and an object. So, an object is whatever is not the subject, and the subject is whatever is not the object. Now, of course, that's not a very useful definition. So, oh, right, the security's deactivated, so we can walk around in here all we like. It also means I can't override them, unfortunately. Is that? Okay. The subject is the thing which does the thinking. That's you. That's the you in this scenario, right? That's the subject. And...
C-N-T. Handy hint. Form F51 can only be stamped by a senior regulations consultant.
That's very nice. Anyway, before we were very rudely interrupted. Oh, shoot, I forgot about oxygen. Wasn't thinking about that. Okay, no, I've still got a minute and 50 seconds, or rather, we have a minute and 50 seconds before we have to worry about anything. Yeah, okay, so we gotta pick up the pace here with our typology lesson. Don't mind the radiation, it's perfectly normal. Crap. Ah! Dang it. Ah, crap! Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Introversion, or rather the subject. So kind of like this situation right here, we are the subject, and these things are objects. And I can say that, even though they look like women, they're not. They are actually horrific monsters, so I'm not objectifying them in that respect. And in any case, who cares if, well, obviously you should care if I do, but they're clearly already doing very well for themselves, or they would be if they were still human. Anyway, so the subject is the thing that is experiencing the world, and this is very important, and we're almost out of oxygen. So I've got to, do I have enough? Yes, I do.
Oxygen levels critical.
I probably shouldn't have spent that money. Because we need to get back to Atmo ASAP, and I lost like half of my health in that endeavor, so that's also fun. Crap. Okay, so, don't know how much sense any of that made, We're vibing. We're figuring it out. Okay. There were steps in here. Nope, I am not allowed in here. I go where I want. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Oh, crap. How many? Oh my god! Why are there so many of you? Crazy, crazy monsters. Okay, so, man, this is going to be harder than I thought to explain such difficult concepts. So the subject is you. Objects are the things that are outside of you, right? So if you're going to have anything in psychology, you need, like, the ego, the thinking subject, the thing that experiences stuff. And that's the subject. And the objects are the things that you're thinking about. What are you thinking about? Anyway, do I have any more oxygen left? No, I do not. And I don't have credits, so I have 2 minutes to scavenge the rest of this ship. Great. So, anywho, do I want to go this way? Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Rad points. Well, crap. Yes, I know. Crud. Pardon me for a moment here while I try to figure this out. There we go. Ow. Ow. My bones. Alright, don't have money for that. Food, fuel. Oh, why did I do that? I wasn't thinking. I already have too many bullets. That's fine. I could always use more bullets, I suppose. Nebulator tube, and we've really got to pick up the pace here because I've got 1 minute and 19 seconds to explain Jungian typology to you. So anyway, subject, object, yeah, so now this should hopefully, why are there so many of you? Well, no I'm not. Ah, dang it. Alright. Bringing out the shield. I should have brought this out earlier. Okay. There we go. There we go. So now it should hopefully make more sense what I meant when I said that, whatever I was saying earlier about,
Oxygen levels critical.
well, that's not good. Well... you've got to be kidding me. There we go. Alright, we don't have time for a lot more, so I've got to run through this. So there's 4 functions, and in addition to the attitudes, introversion focuses on the subject, and extroversion focuses on the object. And are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. And I'm choking. Okay. And so there's 4 functions, and then, you know what, I might need to save my oxygen so I don't die while I'm doing this. What am I doing in here? Oh my gosh. No, thank heavens, there's only, okay, I just have to go to habitation and then I run out of here before I die. No problem. No problem. Just holding my breath. Okay. That was the wrong door. Oh boy. Oh, it's okay, I have a heart star. Oh, I didn't have a heart starter, never mind. Well, that was a waste. Oh, no. Did you like my acting, everybody? Did that get a little too...
replacement client.
Yeah, alright, well... Oh, wow, hey, he's got...
Issuing WCG client care package.
Explosives explode rapidly. Nice! Yeah, so now I have to deal with this guy,
Please
and now we're...
ink, a CNT stamp, and a laminator.
Which I already have.
I specially selected you for rehydration based on your unique talents.
Is that so?
And dazzlingly good looks.
Thank you. He's bald, like me. Okay, well, we'll just continue the typology lesson. So, where were we? Subject, object. I've spent like a million years. You know what? We're just moving on from that, okay? So there's 4 functions. Thinking and feeling and sensation and intuition. Do I already have a hand set? I don't! We have to go there. It is decided. I don't even think I have the right equipment for it, but that's okay. Your lesson in typology is... Oh, okay, I've got rivets. It's basically the machine gun is what that is. And I've got thrown explosives. And I've got this! Look at that! Actually, those things suck. I want a rifter. Actually, rifter means I'm gonna have to think more. Yeah, okay, fine, we'll do the bouncer. Okay, off we go. So there's 4 functions. And, I have to restore power. Okay, well... Off to a great start already. Oh, hey, that was pretty cool. Picking some things up. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm neglecting the lesson. Thank heavens for these things. They're awesome. Alright. Why are there so many of them? Oh my gosh, why? Okay, so one of the functions is sensation, and that's about what is right in front of you, is a very primitive way of explaining it. There's a lot of things in front of us right now, like all these guys who were in front of us. Okay. But they're not in front of us anymore. So sensation is about sensing your environment that's around you. There we go. Around you right now. And appreciating that. Whereas intuition is a form of perception. Oh crap, I didn't talk about perception and judgment. Alright, circling back. Why is the music doing that? It's very distracting. And I've used up almost all of my bangers. Those are my grenades. Okay. So, sensation... Oh, hey, cool. The handset's right there. I'm tempted to spend the extra merits to see where everybody is, but I need those merits to open...
Oxygen at 50%.
Of course it is. That's fine. Everything's fine. Why would it not be fine? I've killed every veteran janitor on this godforsaken station. Oh, I see. So anyway, don't mind the rat point. We're just gonna use up our bouncer stuff to... There we go. So another one is intuition. Intuition is... It's a little hard to describe sometimes, but it's perception. Oh wait, I needed to explain perception and Okay, I probably shouldn't be using up all of the bouncer stuff like that. So judgment. So these are like 2 categories of function, if you will. Judgment. Yes. I am compelled to open these. Ooh, a slag melter. How nice. Okay. So anyway, so judgment is, well, it's about judging things. It's about categorizing things, right? So perception is just taking in the information that the universe presents to you, like the fact that I have only 20 seconds left of oxygen. And so that would be one important point. Intuition would be kind of like... Actually, I'm not really sure what intuition would fit in this scenario because, you know, a lot of adventure games are very kind of sensation-y games, you know? Why are there so many of you? This is redunculous. I'm locking that door. I cannot pay for more oxygen. Great. So intuition would be seeing... Oh my gosh. Intuition is seeing the possibilities for things. So for example, all of this junk that I've been getting, one could argue that intuition would be more of a function that would be focused on, okay, what could this junk become? That's a bit of an oversimplification, because that starts to make it sound as though types who are more dominantly sensation-based can't do that. But actually, I think a better way of explaining this is not to say that sensation is not, like, capable of creativity or something like that. There we go. It's actually to say, no. I mean, sensation, you can say that sensation is that simple. Never mind. Alrighty then. It's rather to say, it's much simpler, I think, to just say, well, yeah, but everybody has all of the functions. And this is, I think, one of... There we go. You don't want those things to pick up on the fact that you're there. Alright, I do not have the merits to do that, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, great. Hello, Warbot. Everybody has all 4 functions. It's just a matter of the, as it were, the organization of them. Of course my oxygen is at whatever. Okay, we gotta go this way. And it's also, I mean, the way that I've explained it in the past, and this is the way that most people understand it, and it's easier to explain it this way for sure, is that, okay, so everybody has all 4 of them, but they're in different, you know, they're in a different order, right? Comparative to each other. And so, oh, this is surprisingly straightforward. Except now I've got to go over here. Ah, there they all are. That's okay. I will sneak around the side here. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, crap. Yeah. Well, alright. How many rivets do I got? I got 48 seconds left of oxygen. And I've still got to explain whatever I was explaining. Oh yeah, sensation and intuition and all of that good stuff, right? So, because I was trying to say that sensation is...
Levels critical.
That's okay, I'm right back at the airlock. And hey, it's easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy as that. Look how much stuff I got, because I've determined I have to raid everything. Alrighty then. So, everybody has all 4 functions, and it's not just as simple a matter as, I mean, it kind of is as simple a matter as saying, okay, so if I'm a sensation type, then I repress intuition, because those are opposites, you see. And I do not have a recycle sack, but that also looks like a terrible place to go. And this is an oil leak. Huh, what are my things again? Oh, I'm a fast runner, short fuse, right. Yeah, know what? Messy, junk not in containers. So it's not gonna have many containers, which that sounds like my going there would kind of be cheating. Open door policy. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But I already have this, so I feel like I have to go here. I have to. I'll just have to pick up all of the junk, I guess. And kill all of the bad guys. And explain all the typology. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want... Yeah, we still want rivets. And we want this because there's impatience. And we're not fooling around. We need a zapper. A cattle prod or whatever it is. Alright, off we go. So sensation represses intuition and thinking represses feeling and vice versa. But the thing is that in this system, and I was realizing as I was talking with... We're just gonna wait here. So anyway, while you're hanging out with me here for a moment, please lock the door before he shows up. Perfect. Ah, crap. Okay. Ow. Oh gosh. All right. Yep. Ow. Okay. So, man, there's so much to get through. So there's these things called function axes, you see. Because the idea here, right, is that if you truly, because we come up with dichotomies, like we create the dichotomy of, well, we don't create it, but in order to try to understand ourselves, we say, okay, so there's thinking and there's feeling, right? These two sides. But sort of one of the most fascinating insights to me in typology is the idea that okay, that didn't work. What is that? Good grief, that thing's yelling at me. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the lack of commentary. I'm running out of oxygen and everything is horrible. And there are so many monsters and things. Go. Okay, what was I saying? There's these things called function axes, and the idea there is that opposites are actually on, you know, they're part of a polarity, right? Why is this place so big? Sucks. All right. Opposites are on a polarity. So thinking, right? So thinking is like logic, right? It's not like the thinking that you're used to, because when people say thinking, I mean, I've been doing the typology thing for so long that I just say thinking, and I'm like, yeah, you know, logic, you know, logical kind of sort of thinking, you know. But a lot of people, it's easy to forget, even for me, that's not how most people think of thinking. They're just like, oh, like thinking involves stepping. It's just thinking, like how we normally think of it. All the time, like the way that I am thinking.
Levels critical.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we've got 28 seconds, but we've got to pick up all this stuff. Now, something untoward was happening here, apparently. I don't know why I said, I mean, I suppose, ow. There we go. Well, I guess a lot of untoward things were happening here. Alright, we gotta head back and get some oxygen desperately. Woo! Alright. Atmosphere. Yeah. And I don't have the merits. Of course. Alright, I'm locking all of the doors. All of them. There we go. And, yeah, so there are function axes. The different functions are in this relationship with each other. So, for example, And that's also an important part of why the functions, as I was saying, everybody has all of them, because you have to have all of them, because you can't be thinking without feeling. So you can't be logical without having this other side to it, right? Where you are, you know, all logic presupposes certain values. Sorry if that doesn't make a super ton of sense. But what would be an example? I mean, the example that I'm always using is, like Kant. So I was discussing this actually with one of my philosophy professor the other day, from the MA program. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some crime. All right, woo. Okay, that was the fix-it room. Let's get a little bit more oxygen. There's no more oxygen. Okay.
Oxygen at 50%.
I know. I am aware, Doc. There's so many things to do. Ow! Hey, I found the recycle sack. I have to pick up all... I must pick up all of the things. If I don't pick up all of the things, then... like, what am I, you know? I'd be a fraud. And I would also be a fraud if I don't explain typology like I said I was going to, so... let's continue. Man, there are so many... There's so much electrical cords. Boom. Yeah! Why is the music starting? I missed this one. Alright. Okay, generator room. What's in here? You got anything for me? Ah! Oh, crap! Dang it. I misfired. How do I get rid of this thing? There we go. That takes care of it. Alright, that's all I needed. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm not going to explore through there and find what's in there. Okay. So anyway. You can't have thinking without feeling. So as I was explaining to... Yep, that's fine. This is fine. There's a whole... Oh my gosh! Everything's fine! Everything is awesome! Okay. How many merits do I have? Can I pay for more oxygen? No, I still have 1 merit short. I just need 1 merit. I need 1 more. Oh, God. It's all falling apart. I got 5 seconds left. All right, typology lesson postponed for the time being. I'm going to have to do this while I'm choking. Ow! Yep, I'm gonna die. I'm probably gonna die, but it's okay. I've got 2 heart starters, so I can choke twice in a row. It's fine. I must pick up all junk. Plastic. You! Say hello to me and my little friend. I hope this is actually entertaining for you. Because it is for me in a weird way. Man, it takes a long time for me to asphyxiate. My goodness. Alright. Okay, boy oh boy. Die! Die! There we go. Okay, and I'm out of rivets. So I really hope... Oh, gosh. Okay, I may be able to get back in time. My goodness gracious. I can even continue the typology lesson. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Crap. Come on. Oh my gosh, I don't even have to use a heart starter. Because I am just so hard to choke. There we go. Look at all this stuff I've got. So anyway, you, they're in this relationship with each other. So what I was trying to tell them about Immanuel Kant, you see, is, wow. Wowza. What I was trying to tell them about Immanuel Kant is, now I can't even remember. Alright, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more hit here. And I'm just gonna make sure everything is recording properly. Yes, it certainly looks like it, so we should be good to go. Or we could go here and go up here. That might be wiser. But I could also get a torpedo. But I can't lock the doors. And there's slippery oil. So, also we need to rest. So we're gonna go here. And we're gonna rest for a bit. While I explain what I've been trying to explain for a bit. Which is, something. Oh, that Kant. I've made this point before. That, and I was making this point that one of the most important things that I think you learn from, more advanced typology is this notion of the function axes. That's actually incredibly important because it shows you or introduces you to a way of thinking that enables you to see how opposites are actually intimately related with each other in the psychological realm, right? So the idea that, because people will set up oppositions between things. They will say that, logical thinking, you have logical thinking, but you also have, what do I want to do here? Well, I definitely need this. I want this, and I want this, even though I've only got 5 left. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. So yeah, so they create these dichotomies, or they don't create them, they're noticing them, and they'll admit, right? They'll say, well, of course, we need to be able to balance both sides, but what they don't think of is they're thinking of these things as almost like two separate ideas, rather than one united, one united concept, that it's only us, we human beings, who, in order to understand them, we have to call them two different things by two different names, but they really are like the same thing. Which is a bit mystical, and I can't explain it better than that. It's kind of something you have to see, I suppose. We're gonna go Atmo. What I would do to have somebody with the shallow breather trait. And I still only have 9 credits. Wonderful. Okay, let's see. So that was atmosphere. Yeah, so you have these different sides to things, but they're really the same thing, Do you get what I'm do you get what I'm laying down here? Hey, there we go. That's what I like to. Well, that is not what I like to see, but I do like to see. No, I missed apparently. Ah, crap. All right. Well, we've got enough time to go to the helm, I think, and then we'll double back. Where's the... No, it's here. There we go. For some reason, they're sensitive to radiation. I'm not quite sure why that is. Because I don't really know anything about anything. Except typology. There we go. Which I shall continue to teach you, starting now. Oh my gosh, slippery oil. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. You have... So as I was mentioning earlier, you've got these 4 functions. And there's 4 of them. But they can each be introverted or extroverted, right? So so that means there's actually 8. Because if you do... Shut up, I'm trying to explain typology. If you, Oh, I'm out! Oh, crap! Oh, why has this happened to me? Yeah. There we go. Okay, anyway. Yeah, well, I guess I really am gonna have to evade those patients, because they are damaged sponges if you don't have the rad spikes. That's radiation, by the way. Don't mind that. We're talking about typology. Okay, so we really need to head back to habitation and atmosphere so that I can live and can continue to explain typology to you, which I'm doing a very good job of doing. So there's 8 functions, right? Not 4, there's 8. And they are each in these function relationships. And so Immanuel Kant is a TI-FE type. You see, that's all I'm trying to say here. Is that Immanuel Kant is T-Phi. I hate my life. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, where was I?
Oxygen levels critical.
You don't say. Yeah. Well, this ain't good. Oh wait, this is habitation. What am I doing? I need this. I need that. And then I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, thank heavens. They can't open doors, so we should be good. Oh my gosh, I am running out of oxygen. I am such a fool. Hold on. There we go. And we should just be able to run over to FTL. Yeah, that's just here in the hovering over there. We're fine. We're totally fine. Let's subvert you and then open this. Alright, so while they're taking care of the effort for us. What? There's another one? Okay. Please don't see me. Okay, you gotta be kidding me.
And will end your life shortly. Please remain calm.
You gotta be kidding me.
Thank you for your understanding.
You don't see me, Secbot. You don't see me anywhere. So, okay, so listen, there's like however many functions. Do I have money? I don't have time for that. I just need, so they're in function axes, right? And, ow. And there we go, rivets. All right, we're good. We're good. We're dandy. There's functions, and then you put them into temperaments, and then they become 16 types, and that's really all there is to it. So there you go. Now you understand Jungian typology. Man. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you all in the next one. Awkward transition. 3, 2, 1.